once more. Yes, I'm still here, sitting in my cosy corner. Well, I've written another parody this week. Last time it was one of Alfred Lord Tennyson's, in charge of the Light Brigade. This week it's one of my other favourite poets, William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud. Again, people of my generation would have learnt that one at school. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. That's the one. Well, I wrote this just before the COVID outbreak. I was in the Lake District, which is where Wordsworth lived, in Grasmere, and I was sitting under the boughs of a giant chestnut tree in the grounds of Rydal Mount, in the gardens of Rydal Mount, where indeed Wordsworth died. And I like to think maybe that tree was old enough for Wordsworth to possibly have sat under it as well while he composed his famous poem. You never know. Anyway, inspired by this leafy chestnut tree, here's my parody of I wandered lonely as a cloud. It's I pondered lonely as a cloud. I paused a while in Wordsworth's shade, embraced by chestnut's leafy spread. Virgin page my mind I made, for thoughts to gently fill my head. Uncluttered with the troubled past, 10 billion neurons freed at last. No waves of inspiration danced into my waiting inward eye. My aching mood was unentranced, my virgin page began to dry. I gazed and gazed, but not a thought by my eager mind was ever caught. So, unfulfilled, I trod my way, in vacant and in pensive mood, o'er lakelands green and pleasant lay, just grateful for my solitude. No vision of vale or daffodil, I'll leave that kind of thing to will. Well, there we are. Short and sweet. Yes, the Lake District, one of my favourite bits of the country. I used to go on cycling holidays there as a lad with the rest of my family. And while I was up there, before I composed this poem, I revisited some of the routes that we travelled on our bikes over some of the big passes in the Lake District, Rhinos Pass, Hardknot, Kirkston, and was amazed that I ever rode a bike over those because I struggled to get over in the car. However, I doubt whether I shall ever ride over those passes again, but I hope to visit the Lake District once more. Until then, cheerio.